Christmas is almost here. I can almost taste it. And today we're going to bust into something, a special holiday package from years gone by, but something that is a fun project that I'm still working on. We'll talk more about that. We'll bust in, we'll see what these things look like, and have some holiday fun. Welcome to the most passionate content for card collectors on YouTube and possibly the whole entire internet. As usual, I am your host, Jake Roy, 90s b-ball cards here on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, a little bit more Twitter, and still just a little bit of TikTok. But this would have some fun stuff that we should share on TikTok if I get around to it. So today we're busting into the 2007 Topps holiday set. So these are all going to be holiday and Christmas and Santa themed cards, and like I said, this is tying into a project that I'm working on, been working on. So that project is around the autograph card, which you see on the front prominently displayed, which is really the big the most valuable item in this, but really the big draw here is an on-card auto from Santa himself, via the Topps company. And one of the things that I want to do, kind of like Miracle on 34th Street, how they proved the existence of Santa based on the U.S. Postal Service and all of that mail that they get addressed to him being delivered to Kris Kringle there. One of the things that I want to do is I want to get that Santa autograph card, the autograph graded, authenticated by each of the top 4 grading companies that I prefer to use. So we're talking PSA, BGS, CSG, and SGC. I already got the one that I have from SGC. You might have seen that in a recent video, but I'm going to have another one here if it's in good shape. BGS 8.5 or above would be my goal with the auto grade, and then the card grade and the auto grade is less important when it comes to the PSA and the CSG for me. But anyway, so that's kind of the project that I'm looking to get for 4 of those, and then I also want an unopened box. So some people could say, why am I opening this? Why don't I just buy the cards raw? I wanted to open it and see what's in there and get the whole set from this as well. So you can call me a hoarder if you want, but I'm looking to end up with 5 copies of that card ultimately. So something that is, again, a project that I'm working on, but today we're just busting into that box, seeing what these cards look like, having some fun. Some of these cards I've seen before, some of them I haven't, so I'll give my opinions on them, and then we'll also take a look at that Santa auto and see what kind of shape it's in. I'm a little nervous because these cards could be kind of like loose out there, almost like the holojams that we talked about with the 97 Upper Deck release, where they're like raw, just kind of in some cardboard. So that makes me a little bit nervous, the condition that these cards might be in, but we'll see if they're a little bit better protected than I'm anticipating. So let's bust right in. All right, here we've got the box. You can see the 3 cards that are featured. So obviously that's the one that I'm really excited about. Hopefully it's in good shape. Sometimes these things rattling around aren't in the best of shape. Fun to have another jersey. And the 52 Topps style card is a really prominent one. But the cool thing here, first of all, notice the price tag there. These typically do not go for $10 anymore. It's not 2007 anymore. But also you get a checklist, so you know exactly what you're getting in here. But some of these styles of cards I'm not as familiar with, so be very interesting to see them when they come out. Some of these are probably going to be pretty cool looking, kind of a little bit of a retro theme, but it'll be interesting to see if it's like some of the 90s cards where some of the pictures of Santa aren't pictures of actual people. They are more of a cartoon or a character drawn. So excited to see what it looks like inside, how it's packaged, the condition of all the cards and all that. Just fun holiday stuff. So let's get right into it. I'm gonna use the sharp stuff, but gonna try to be careful, see if there's a place that it naturally opens, which seems to be up here on the top, but you get some of those little tabs that are in the way. So we'll see. Hopefully I don't mess anything up. As I'm cutting into this thing, I realize I just need to get this plastic wrap off. I don't need to actually cut through these tabs, but you know me and opening packages and boxes. If it's not just a wax pack, I'm not skilled. I can imagine me on Christmas Day. All right, so it looks like we've got something inside. We can just slide it out. Again, I'm hoping that those cards are protected. Oh, it looks like they are each in a little bag, which is nice. So is there anything inside of this box here? So you've got a box that you could reuse for gift wrapping, assuming that these cards aren't too stuck on or damage the box, which, yeah, that's a nice little perk there. They are pretty stuck on, so let's... yes, that little sticky gummy stuff. So if you're reusing the box, you got to get all that stuff off. Anyway, enough about that. I've got some debris here. Let's see. Let's save the auto for last. I'm intrigued to see what the other stuff with the 52 is. I'm wondering if it's also in any sort of, sequential order or anything like that. But essentially 3 packs to open. I'm just all thumbsteading. All right, so we got that 52. I'm wondering if this is number 1 in the set. Yeah, 1 out of 16. So I'm guessing this is probably going to be 1 through 7. And then it's going to kind of go down the line. So I'm guessing this is probably also, I should have that checklist so I know what the styles are. Let's put that right here. So this one here is the 53 style. I've always really liked the 56, and this is kind of reminiscent of the 56. But I think this is the 55 style. Come on. Come on. My fingers are not trying to work today. My goodness. All right, this is a cool one. This is a fun set as well. Interesting. Looks like it almost looks like the Pope with that hat. But I'm wondering if this says Pennsylvania Dutch. So I'm wondering if each one of these are kind of figures that are specific to a certain group or culture. So love this one. This is a cool one. Holiday Tidings. Some winter solstices. And this one is one of those, the 68 tops that I always really like. This one specifies Saint Nick, though. Very old-timey picture. Interesting. Kind of neat. All right, so there we've got the patch card. That is a nice, soft piece of velvet there. It's always interesting to see with these relics what they say on the back. It is a fairly thick one as well. And if we read the back here, what does it say? You've received a card containing a piece of Santa's suit. Santa Claus himself wore this suit as he circled the globe, spreading gifts and holiday cheer to one and all on Christmas Eve long ago. So this is a long used. This is not a recent, it doesn't say like it was used in 2006 or anything like that. So long ago that was used. They've maintained it well, I will say that much. This is one I really like. If I'm not mistaken, this is some artwork from Charles Nast, I think, who was one of the people who first kind of embodied a picture or a depiction of what we currently think of as Santa Claus, at least in North America, and kind of fashioned him, as far as I'm aware, after the robber barons of the time, some of the titans of certain industries. So kind of an interesting, again, if I'm not mistaken, I'll try to do a little bit of research and flash it up if that is the case, and make sure I got the name right. But cool artwork there. I go polar bears. There's no polar bears on this card. But it also says Kris Kringle specifically. It's a fun one there with a bell. All right, last pack. This is the grouping that I'm most excited for with that autograph, but seeing some of the other styles will be fun as well. All right, there we go with the auto. Looks like it's in good shape, not much fading. So I'm gonna get that protected. That's gonna be probably when I send off to Beckett, hoping it gets a 8.5 or above. There we go, Santa with a child. There's a lot of fun, traumatic, sure, for the kids, but kind of some fun memories that some people have with not so pleasant pictures of them with Santa. There we go. That reminds me of the Santa from Elf. I don't know if you remember Santa in the Elf movie, but it's reminiscent of him. Love that with the sleigh and the reindeer in the air. With Mrs. Claus, nice. I'm glad we got one with her as well. Here we go with some of the more modern Topps designs with an elf. And then, of course, we have the Topps 2007, and it says a bowl full of jellies, but you got Santa there on his laptop going over his list. I wish, one of the things that I wish is, especially with these more modern ones, that they used some of the foil that they tended to use in the regular releases. So this would be silver foil on the top and bottom, to make it a little bit closer to the original releases. So some things I wish they did, but very happy with that. Need to get a couple more of those autos to finish out that little project that I'm working on, but that's what we got. That was fun. Hopefully you enjoyed some of those designs. A little blast from the past, depending on which era you may have some nostalgia for or have collected in. It seems like there's something for pretty much everybody. Not too many 90s designs, but that's all right. We were kind of close enough to the 90s that they might not have felt the need to put those in, but now, if they were to do this, so there are some holiday sets that have come out now. You might have seen recently the 2022 Topps Holiday Santa Jersey Auto, Suit Auto, sold for over $200, which is quite a sum for a Santa card that's not graded. We've obviously seen the 1989 and the 1990 Pro Set cards in high grades that go for a significant amount, which we talked about last time with Christina. So, those Santa cards are definitely something that this time of year are getting, more attention. People seek them out, but something that I look for when it's not the holiday season, and try to include some more in my collection as time goes on. So if you're looking for some more, holiday themed cards, look at my Instagram. I'll be posting those throughout the week, and sharing some of the stories and why I like them and all that kind of stuff. And also, if you haven't checked it out already, I'm not sure when exactly it's going to drop, but did a podcast with Kyle from Wax Museum talking about my top 10 holiday themed cards. So some other holiday themed stuff that you can look for if you're interested. But if not, and this is the only thing you do, that's great. Thank you for joining me. Have a happy holiday season. Happy New Year if we don't talk before then. Merry Christmas. And hopefully the holiday season and the new year brings all kinds of great stuff. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. Hit that bell icon so you don't miss any videos in the future. New videos dropping once, sometimes twice a week. Looks into my PC, 90s pack and box openings, grading reveals. We've got occasional collector interviews and sometimes some reviews of shows that I go to. Thanks. We'll talk later.